Welcome to Advanced Dual Health and Life Coach Certification. Today we're going to jump into the happiness coaching modules, specifically mindfulness and the pursuit of inner peace. Let's start with an introduction. Mindfulness and inner peace have become important cornerstones of emotional and psychological well-being in a world that is overwhelming, fast-paced, and often filled with distractions. More than just a buzzword, mindfulness is a practice steeped in ancient tradition and supported by modern science. It is the art of bringing our full attention to the present moment without judgment. When properly understood and practiced, mindfulness allows individuals to gain clarity, reduce anxiety, and align actions and emotions with their true intentions. Let's jump into some key learning points. Number 1, foundations of mindfulness and inner peace. The definition and core principles. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention fully and intentionally to the present moment without judgment. The principles of mindfulness include non-judgment, observing experiences without categorizing them as good or bad, acceptance, allowing thoughts and feelings to exist without resistance or avoidance, patience, recognizing that growth unfolds naturally without force, and a beginner's mind, remaining open to each moment as if encountering it for the first time. Here's an example scenario. A client learns to acknowledge stress by saying, "I'm feeling anxious right now," instead of suppressing it or attaching undue importance to it. This shift increases emotional awareness while reducing reactivity. The 4 foundations of mindfulness are found here. We've got mindfulness of the body, mindfulness of feelings, mindfulness of the mind, and mindfulness of Dhamma. Let's look at the connection to inner peace. Inner peace is defined as a state of mental and emotional tranquility that arises when one transcends the turbulence of external events. How mindfulness leads to peace. It neutralizes habitual overthinking and excessive worry. It trains the brain to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively to stress. And it encourages self-compassion and emotional balance, even in the face of discomfort. The scientific insight. In terms of that, research from Harvard Medical School shows that a consistent mindfulness practice can shrink the amygdala associated with stress and strengthen the prefrontal cortex responsible for rational thinking and decision-making. The mind-body connection. Mindfulness profoundly affects both mental and physical health by engaging the parasympathetic nervous system. Breathing deeply, a core mindfulness element, reduces fight or flight responses, lowers heart rate, and restores a state of balance. Coaches can teach clients to use quick mindfulness breathing techniques during moments of high stress, such as before public speaking or confrontations. Number 2, essential mindfulness techniques. Guided meditation. Guided meditations use the facilitator's instructions to help participants focus and relax. How to practice. Clients listen to recordings or attend live sessions guiding them through imagery, gratitude, and emotional release meditations. Effectiveness. This enhances focus and redirects the mind from intrusive thoughts. The use in health coaching. Tailored meditations can prepare clients for stressful situations like workplace preventions or tough conversations. For example, a recorded meditation encourages visualization of a peaceful ocean wave, aligning breath with the ebb and flow of the tide to induce calmness. Here are 5 mindful exercises you can do anywhere. Body scan, mindful seeing, mindful listening, mindful breathing, and 5 senses of exercise. Let's jump into body scans. Body scans involve bringing focus and awareness to every part of the body sequentially. How it works? Clients are guided to notice sensations, tensions, or pain in each area, releasing stress through breath or mental imagery. Why is it effective? It links the mind and body awareness while promoting deep physical relaxation. And the best practice, this is ideal for clients who kind of feel out of touch with their bodily needs or experience chronic stress responses. Here's an example exercise. A body scan begins at the toes, guiding awareness upward to the crown of the head while asking participants to release tension with every exhale. Mindful breathing, what is it? A simple technique where focus is placed on slow, intentional breathing patterns. The purpose is to clear the mind balance in the nervous system. And how to start? Client practices box breathing. For example, inhale for 4 counts, hold, exhale, and hold again for the same duration. The immediate effect, it anchors clients to the physical present, helpful during moments of acute stress. Mindful moment. Mindful moment and mindful movement practices like yoga or Tai Chi combine physical exercises with an awareness of breath, postures, and sensations. The benefits, It builds mental equanimity and emotional grounding through controlled, deliberate action. The coaching tip: tailored movement intensity to the client's comfort and fitness level. Remind clients that even walking mindfully, moving with awareness of each step, transforms ordinary routines into meditative practice. Here is the five senses exercise. This grounding exercise calls attention to the environment using the five senses. Identify five things you see, four things you hear, acknowledge three things you can touch, identify two things you can smell, and focus on one thing you can taste. The purpose: this brings immediate awareness to the here and now, pulling clients out of anxiety loops. Number 3, advanced tools for mindfulness practice. Customized guided meditations. Developing theme-based meditations creates targeted impact. The examples include self-compassion meditations, inner child healing visualizations, or morning mindset sessions. Coaches should record personalized meditations for clients, ensuring alignment with their unique challenges or objectives. Mindfulness app and wearables. For example, apps like Headspace or Calm offer structured mindfulness sessions. Smartwatches can prompt breathing exercises during high-stress periods too. Use in coaching: provide recommended tools to clients lacking the time or resources for live mindfulness events. Group mindfulness activities. These are structured mindfulness exercises done in group settings, and it promotes tranquility and connection. It's effective in corporate wellness programs or family therapy. An example activity: a group session focusing on synchronized movement and breathing during yoga poses. It might build rapport and a shared understanding. Number 4, client application strategies. Step 1, assess the client's lifestyle and needs. During initial sessions, explore the client's stress triggers, in other words, their deadlines, social situations, current awareness habits or mindfulness barriers, and optical windows for practice, in other words, morning versus evening. Step 2, build a personalized routine. Consider frequency. Start with 5 to 10 minutes a day and gradually increase based on comfort. Preferences. Clients uncomfortable with seated meditations might prefer mindful walks. Here's an example routine. In the morning, 5 minutes of box breathing to set the calm tone. Afternoon, a short body scan to reduce work tension. And in the evening, reflective journaling paired with maybe stress-releasing exercises like yoga. Step 3, encourage practical integration. Clients can introduce mindfulness into daily tasks, eating mindfully by focusing on textures and tastes, engaging in mindful conversations by actively listening without rushing to respond, or commutes as an opportunity to practice focused breathing instead of ruminating on day's events. Step 4, track progress and refine the practice. Revisit the effectiveness of specific techniques during check-ins. Are stress levels gradually increasing? Is the client able to hold awareness longer without distractions? Encourage journaling mindfulness reflections to capture key insights and areas of growth. Real-life transformation stories, from overwhelm to control. A client juggling family responsibilities and career anxieties used the 5 senses exercise during a moment of rising panic. Over time, she described feeling grounded and assured even in busy environments. Mindfulness in high-pressure workplaces. A businessman introduced his 2-minute breathing works into his routine. These interruptions restored focus and allowed for calm, reasoned decision-making. Healing chronic tension. A yoga beginner successfully paired mindful movements with body scans, and this relieved a deep-seated tension, resulting in fewer migraines and better sleep patterns. The best judge of the course. Mindfulness is not a one-size-fits-all approach. It unfolds uniquely for every client based on needs, circumstances, and perceptions. To evaluate successful integration into client's life, the following indicators provide clarity. Key measures for mindfulness progress. Consistency. Is a client practicing mindfulness routines with regularity? For example, a client sets aside 5 minutes daily for guided meditation and maintains the habit for 3 weeks. Anxiety management. Has mindfulness diminished the frequency or intensity of stress-related episodes? Example, client reports fewer racing thoughts during high-pressure decision-making. Improve focus. Are clients better able to concentrate, complete tasks, or remain present in activities? For example, time spent procrastinating decreased by 20% with sharper focus during working sessions. Strong mind-body connection. Is the client more attuned to physical sensations and aware of how emotions manifest physically? For example, noticing tightness in the chest during stress and resolving it through body scans. Resilience and emotional regulation. Can clients respond to negative emotions such as fear, anger, and sadness with awareness and composure? For example, a client identifies anger rising in a conflict and pauses for mindful breathing instead of reacting impulsively. Indicators of long-term growth. Spontaneous mindfulness. Clients return themselves to the present moment without external prompts. Broader application. Mindfulness spreads through formal practice settings into everyday tasks and communication. Calm amidst uncertainty. Clients maintain peace and focus even during chaotic and unpredictable times. The final takeaway. Mindfulness is not about escaping life, but learning to live within it free, fully, and intentionally. By teaching clients to anchor their minds in the present moment, we equip them with the tools to cultivate calm, clarity, and resilience that transcends to external challenge. This lecture provides a structured and advanced exploration for mindfulness practices, tailored tools, and client applications to help health and life coaches create lasting change. Let's review what you just learned in a few summary tables. Table 1, Foundations of Mindfulness. In this table, you review the aspect, the definition, key principle, example, and takeaway. Let's walk through 1. Beginner's mind. Being open, curious, and observing like it's the first time. This encourages a fresh perspective. In the example, approaching a daily walk as an opportunity for discovery. Takeaway, helps combat automatic reactions or habits. Take a few moments to review the rest of the table. Table number 2, essential mindfulness techniques. Here you're going to see the technique, what it is, the purpose, example, activity, and outcome. Let's walk through 1. Body scan. Sequential awareness from head to toe. The purpose. It links the mind to physical sensations. Example activity. Noticing tension in shoulders and releasing it during a session. The outcome. It promotes physical relaxation and presence. Take a few moments to review the rest of Table 2, essential mindfulness techniques. Table number 3, advanced tools for deeper mindfulness practices. Here you will see the tool, the applicability, how it helps clients, the example, and key results. Let's walk through 1. Mindful journaling. This is about recording reflections on thoughts and feelings. And how it helps clients, it encourages awareness and processing of events. An example, writing about daily anxieties and reframing them mindfully. The key result, tracks emotional progress and resilience. Table 4, client applications for specific scenarios. Here you will see the scenario, the mindfulness technique recommended, steps to implementation, example, and result. Let's walk through 1. Chronic tension. That's the scenario. Mindfulness technique that's recommended, a body scan paired with mindful movement. Steps to implementation, focus on daily 7-minute body scans post-activity. For example, completing a body scan after workouts to release tension. And the result, enhanced physical ease and relaxation. Take a few moments to review the rest of the table. Table number 5, challenges and solutions for mindfulness coaching. Here you will review the challenge, why it arises, coach intervention, example approach, and expected result. Let's walk through an example. Unclear progress might be the challenge. Why it arises, lack of immediate results, discourages practice. Coach intervention, use tracking and journaling to highlight gains. Example approach, comparing anxiety levels pre and post a 3-week breathing practice. And expected results, this reinforces long-term commitment to mindfulness. Take a moment to review the rest of the table. Here are some multiple choice questions to test what you learned. Question 1. What is the primary purpose of mindfulness in coaching practices? A. Encouraging clients to ignore their emotions and focus solely on tasks. B. Helping clients anchor themselves in the present moment and reduce anxiety. C. Teaching clients to achieve perfection by eliminating all mistakes and stressors. D. Motivating clients to multitask more effectively by managing distractions. The correct answer is B. Helping clients anchor themselves in the present moment and reduce anxiety. Question 2. Which mindfulness technique primarily addresses physical sensation and tension? A. Guided meditation focused on affirmations. B. Body scan practices that sequentially bring awareness to each body part. C, box breathing techniques for calming the mind, and D, 5 sense exercise to enhance environmental awareness. The correct answer is B, body scan practices that sequentially bring awareness to each body part. Question 3. Why are mindful movement practices like yoga and Tai Chi valuable for developing inner peace? A, because they solely focus on physical fitness to distract the emotional issues. B, they combine intentional movement with breath awareness to foster emotional grounding. C, they force clients to engage socially to achieve collaborative mindfulness. D, because they replace all other mindfulness techniques by addressing every aspect of mindfulness. The correct answer is B. They combine intentional movement with breath awareness to foster emotional grounding. Question 4. Which is a primary barrier to mindfulness practices and how should a coach address it? A, lack of time, overcome by introducing short micro-mindfulness exercises. B, clients rejecting mindfulness entirely, solved by forcing participation. C, emotional avoidance, managed by disregarding their feelings during practice. Or D, perceived slowness of the process, resolved by skipping foundational steps. The correct answer is A, lack of time overcome by introducing short micro-mindfulness exercises. Question 5. What is one key outcome that indicates mindfulness progress in a client? A, completely eliminating all stressors and emotions from life. B, developing consistent mindfulness habits and improved emotional regulation. C, relying solely on mindfulness practices without other wellness strategies. Or D, focusing on physical techniques like yoga without mental practice. The correct answer is B, developing consistent mindfulness habits and improved emotional regulation. Here are a few additional resources of learning.